field and has them either live interact with their eyewitness of Sasquatch. This is my last show for June 2020. I'm going to answer some questions today. We're just doing this live show with questions. We're going to make it a quick show today. Things are extremely busy. It's very hot here. I'm going to be sweating today. I love the heat. I love the cold. I love temperature extremes. I love it when it's wet. I love it when it's dry. I don't know what I don't like. I don't like it when my snow melts. Not much of a spring guy. Fall, I just want to get the snow. So I'm more of a winter, summer kind of guy. When summer's here, it's hot. Winter here, it's cold. I'm just loving it. I absolutely adore it. Hey, Blue Vandal, first person to comment today. So I promised this show today, especially to my supporters and my people, Phil and Amanda. I've been away, just out in the field, guys, kicking butt out in the field, having an amazing year. My first expedition of the year was astonishing, absolutely astonishing. So I'm really excited about what's going on. I'm on TV right now with Hex Wildlife. Tracking Sasquatch with Hex Wildlife. It's on the Cowboy Network in the United States, I believe, and it's on Wild TV in Canada. For all my fans, I know their supporters are just dying to see the show. Don't worry, you guys will see it. It'll come. It's just they're good episodes. During COVID, everybody's budget's really tight, so it's you'll see Survivor Man episodes, or they spend over $100,000 for those. Shows like Finding Bigfoot, $300,000+ and Tracking Sasquatch with Todd Standing, it's under $5,000 budget, so it's a tight little budget. But I'm very proud of the work that me and my colleagues have done. I'm very happy to be working with Hex Wildlife. Hex is just such an amazing company for hunters and for Sasquatch people alike. Human electromagnetic concealment is an enormous part of everything I've ever done since the very beginning of my very first videos. I was using human electromagnetic concealment to hide myself with lead-lined ghillie suits, and now Hex has an incredible product that I just can't speak well enough. Hey, Phil, thanks for tuning in today. Told you I'd do my show today. My show's been very elusive. My videos are very elusive, and but it's just summertime is working, and there's just amazing stuff going on. So I saw a Sasquatch I've never seen before this weekend, and this is Steve. Steve, send that stuff out to us. It's bigfootencounter@gmail.com. Love to review it. I always have people, Amanda's always checking that. And, when you have great stuff, Amanda forwards it to me, photographs, Sasquatch encounters, and tune into the show and ask questions. If you have a question, Steve, like Michigan Bigfoot and Wildlife had a question I did a little trial video. This show's so important to me, guys. It's so important to me. Aloha, Hawaii. Wow. I love the way people are just from all over the world, right? Japan, New Zealand, Australia, all over Europe. I absolutely love that. I think it's so spectacular that this is just what we do, and how we can interact and cooperate is a powerful thing, and that's what the internet does. So, European lady interview happen yet? Oh, with right, the Irish girl, Ina. Yeah. No. Well, interview, yeah, I talked to her. I'm therapy for her. Absolutely. She's a friend, her and her dad. I like her dad. Her dad is really grateful um that I'm helping her get through something that was very traumatic for her. It was her dad that really questioned me taking her out, going one on one. Like, it's going to be Ina and I. Ina and I are going out alone, but not this year. It's just not going to happen this year because of the COVID stuff. I don't even like I have some amazing people coming out from the United States, United Kingdom, Japan, Australia. I don't know if they can come out this year because of the COVID stuff, right? I know the US has just opened right up, but I'm very unhappy with how conservative they are. And there are lots of countries. Australia is being ultra conservative. And so, it's up to each individual country. But the borders are not open from Canada and to the United States. And there's going to be a big announcement on July the 21st. In the meantime, I'm just booking what I can. So it's all the Canadians are coming out like crazy. We're doing awesome. And as soon as that border opens up, I've got so many people from all over the world that want to come out, people that I need to come out. I need their help. And that's what's amazing about these new expeditioners is we come out, we bleed together, we suffer together, it's hard. We grind through it, and it's a wonderful experience, and we build amazing relationships. So Steve says he looked at me with almost evil eyes. He was eyeing me up real hard. Yeah, they look scary, Steven. Be careful about how you feel, because it's tough. It's tough. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it, and they're just, to me, it makes sense. I mean, these guys are killers. They kill and hunt. They're hunters. Hunters are killers. They have the killer instinct. They're born and raised with survival of the fittest. Like, you got to be tough to be a Sasquatch, really tough, and that toughness is in their eyes. And some of them are just beasts. It doesn't mean you should be afraid. Don't give him back evil eyes. Be grateful that he's exposing himself to you. That if you're looking into his eyes, that's amazing. That's an amazing experience. And you got to show your mettle by not getting evil. You don't want to compete with these guys. You don't want to test them. You don't want to verse them. You'll lose. Don't verse nature. Find a way to coexist. We're not strong. We're not fast. We're not even wilderness smart. We don't hear well. We don't see well. Human beings are pathetic. You have to accept that he's the big kahuna out there. He's the big boss. He's the apex species, and just give it to him and be humble around him. And that's all I can say. There's no other way to be. You don't verse these guys. You don't give them a dirty look back. Be grateful. Be respectful, and they're assertive, aggressive. You know what I mean? They're not. There's assertive. And then there's below that is whatever is gentle, and they're assertive to the point of looking even aggressive. Just the way it is. That's the way it's going to be. Hey, Rich from the UK. I got some people coming up from the UK. I'm really excited about. Do you think the government will come out of the blue and say Sasquatch is real now that UFOs are real? It's a good step, isn't it? It's a good step, and even has the government really admitted UFOs are real? Really? Like, they have footage. Have they really come out with what they have? They haven't. What about Area 51? Have they really just put all their cards out there? And no, the answer is no. So people are saying, and I agree, it's a step in the right direction, but have they admitted it? Are they talking about it? No, they're not. And I'm not. To me, that's very deceitful. It's a government of the people, for the people, by the people. And if the people are being denied information, then the government is withholding it from the people. And it's the people's government, and it ticks me off. They need to be trans. Hey, Royal Creations, greeting, Todd's. How's it going, my friend? Charles Andrews. Hey, Todd. Charles from upstate New York. I've been having amazing luck at the research area. I was able to get recording myself live interacting with a Sasquatch. I sent it to you on Messenger. That's so cool, Charles. I'll try to have a look for that. Messenger and Facebook is a big mess. Um, Better that you hook up with Amanda and send it to her. So Amanda's also on Facebook, and I don't think Phil's on Facebook. So Amanda's really just she's the bomb, and she's really doing my online stuff. I'm out in the field, kicking ass, ripping it up, getting incredible success. And Amanda is my computer, get it all done, and so is Phil. But I don't think how would we send videos like that to you, Phil? You should have an email account. Phil is very burner cell phones and you know a little conspiracy, and I really like that about him. He's an awesome guy to have in my corner. I'm so grateful for him. But Phil, if there's a way that we can get videos to you, let's do that. Let's talk about that. Todd here in Michigan had many experiences here. That's awesome, Savage Wolf. Congratulations. There's something special about you. If you're having experiences, they're showing themselves to you, and there's something very special about you. So you're gonna be the one that brings Bigfoot to America. Uh, am I gonna be the one that brings? Well, Bigfoot is in America, and there's incredible researchers doing amazing research that I'm really happy about. Guy in Colorado that I like, Mark Para, I think his name is, the kick-ass dude. Oh, just forgetting so much right now because I'm getting no sleep right now, finishing these episodes for Wild TV. But I just had his name in my head. He's like a superhero in was it New Mexico? Kreider, Robert Kreider. He just, I don't know. I never met him. I haven't even spoken to him other than little chit chatting on Messenger and stuff. But I just got a good feeling. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I just got a good feeling, and he looks like he's doing fun work. He looks like a fun guy, and I mean, maybe I won't get along with him. Maybe, but that doesn't matter. What I see is with guys like Mark Para and and Robert Kreider, is they're really working for the discovery, and I don't have to get along with you, and I don't have to like you, but I can respect what you do and appreciate it, and I can say thanks, guys. Thank you to all you people that are out there working your tails off, trying to make this discovery happen because we're passionate about it. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff Malcolm. Thank you, John Bitternagel. Thank you, Survivor Man Les Stroud. Uh, and all you guys out there, anybody out there that's doing good research and working for this in any level, I'm so grateful for your work. It all matters, guys. Any one of us could make this discovery. I like look at this in New York again. There's Sasquatch in the bloody Adirondack Mountains, 100%. I was there. There are Sasquatch 100.0% in the state of New York. Who knew? And Texas and Florida, and just the list goes on and on. I haven't been there, but for God's sake, if they're in New York State, the mighty New York State where the Avengers fought, I'm kind of a superhero fan. So, uh, you know, all the big superheroes go out of that. So, anyways, hi, Todd. Well, I'll go ahead and said that you wanted to save town Portland. Ask it. Do you need help with that? Even if you don't, what are your thoughts on this? Well, I totally want to go to that. Kelly, hi, Kelly. I really want to go to Alaska and do that. What I do is I just put stuff out there and I see how it manifests. And this is not hokey stuff. I literally talk about it. Somebody calls me and says, "Hey, that's wonderful. Let's do that." It's really on my bucket list. Let me say that. So, and this is not, I'm not doing stuff short term. This is my whole life. I'm in my 40s and I am going to be around for a long time. I'm in my 40s, and like the late great John Bernardagel, I'll be doing this till the day I pass. When I'm an old man in a wheelchair, I'll be going to Sasquatch conferences and talking about Sasquatch. It'll be different though, because the species will be accepted, and they are going to get accepted. And all you people that know about Sasquatch are going to be vindicated. I see what's going on right now, and technology is going to get it done. So, but I'd have to say, Kelly, 99% chance I'm going to get that done. I've been talking to some people about it, and I'll keep you guys informed. It's really something. Alaska's tough though, because you have a short season up there, right? I've got some people up in Alaska that are amazing that have offered to go with me, and it's just a matter of getting the time and the funding. And the thing is too that when Sasquatch is good and Alaska is good for me to go, it's good for me to go out here. So I should be out here, not up there. But and I get amazing success. Gosh, the new episodes of Tracking Sasquatch with Hex Wildlife on Wild TV, they're good. I'm getting good success. There's good things being discovered, and I'm not teasing you guys. I promise, all of you guys are gonna see the episodes. So it's just the network put it up. Hex Wildlife put it up. They paid for it, and they deserve to have it on their network. So we'll give them that. It's going to be on Amazon Prime, I'm told. Eventually, it'll come to YouTube. So you're going to see it all. I'm happy that you're excited, but patience. That's just the way it is. It's the system that we are in, and just got to be patient. Joker John says, "I'm convinced that Bigfoot is alien, like Predator from the movies." Yeah, I'm not. And I'll tell you why, Joker John Robbins, because I have never seen a more highly evolved, specialty evolved species than a Sasquatch in the wilderness. They are absolutely incredible. Their skill sets are indigenous. They are from here. I would say, I've heard Lloyd Pyle and I've seen some evidence to show, if anybody is not from this planet, it's us. Man, we are not evolved. Go throw me in the bush. I can't see, I can't smell, I can't hear like any of the indigenous species, and the Sasquatch can. They look like they're evolved and designed for it. They fit in like a mountain lion, like a deer. Like, they are absolutely phenomenal. I see wild horses, and they are nothing like a deer or an elk. Wild horses break their legs, they slip around, their hooves don't work. They don't survive like deer and elk do. There's nobody hunting the wild horses, and they're barely getting by. If there was nobody hunting the deer and the elk, they'd be like rabbits. They'd be breeding everywhere, because they're so tough, because they're built and designed perfectly by nature to survive in the wilderness. And that's what a Sasquatch is. So I don't think they're alien whatsoever. I don't see any evidence of that whatsoever. The UFO relations to Sasquatch, it is what it is. So I have no knowledge of that, but this is just the logic that I see. Celebrity Sasquatch finding, you with a celebrity who is seasoned hiker. That should be your next special on Netflix. That's kind of, I'm doing that, but not celebrity. There are some celebrities that want to go out. There's a problem with celebrities though, Harry. A big problem. What I do is goddamn dangerous. This is what happens. A celebrity calls. I've had many. They say, "Hey, Taylor Kitsch, super famous guy. So, hey, let's go do it with Taylor Kitsch. He's this big, huge star. He was in John Carter, the movie. And he's been in tons of movies. He's Canadian. He's from British Columbia, where I currently reside. And so he's got movies he needs to do. He's got insurance. When you look at like the insurance companies go, where are you taking him? And I show them, they go, he can't go there. Where's advanced life support? Where's the hospitals? Where's the EMS? There's nothing like that. Survivor Man was the only celebrity I've ever been able to do with it because that's what he does. He's so tough and he's got specialized insurance and nobody has that. So if I take Leonardo DiCaprio out and he gets injured, his next movie is done. The movie is based on Leonardo DiCaprio. And if he gets a leg broken or attacked by a bear or scratched up or scarred up, it damages all his movie prospects that are coming up. So insurance companies won't allow it. And even with like, there's been like CNN guys and BBC guys. They're all tough. We've been to Afghanistan. This one CNN guy, I've been to Afghanistan under fire, blah blah blah. Yeah, you had advanced life support. You had all the infrastructure required to keep you safety and to get medical attention. There's nothing like that where I am. You get injured, man, you're dead meat. Who's protecting you from the bears, the mountain lions, the wolves? And the truth is, most people will get harmed and hurt and killed and won't survive. And I always come back. Zero people have ever been injured by wildlife on my expeditions, and I have taken people out from network companies like Discovery Channel and History Channel and all these different. I have Los Angeles dumbasses that have camera guys and lighting guys out in the wilderness, and they're safe with me. Survivor Man was safe with me. All my expeditioners, zero attacks that have resulted in any kind of injuries. I've been charged at. I have been attacked by bears on expedition, but I was never injured, and nobody on my expedition was ever harmed in any way, shape, or form. Not one scratch, even not a broken leg. Not this. Everybody comes back and walks out of there happy and healthy, and that's because I've been trained by the Northern Cree Indians. I am an indigenous man that goes out in the wilderness. I have over 1,000 days of backcountry wilderness experience. I read that terrain. And again, I've been trained by natives who have over 20,000 years of wilderness backcountry survival experience. So Survivor Man has trained me. Jeff Meldrum had tons of insight. The late, great John Bitternagel, wildlife biologist, PhD, Dr. John Bitternagel, trained and worked with Todd Standing. So I have lists of people I could go through: snipers, rangers, Navy SEALs, military experts all the way from South Africa, trained with, worked with, current colleagues, full-time colleagues. So it's really, really, it's a lot when you come out with me. It's really powerful, and people's safety is immensely important to me. I fight for it. Everybody comes home safe. I couldn't handle damage to somebody. It's just so important. So Andy says, can you send us more info on your experience? Hey, look at that, Andy. There you go. Andy's talking stuff I don't know. Thank you very much, Andy. Andy is a mediator here, and Andy has 100% of my trust. So when Andy says something, Todd Standing says it. He's under my banner of cooperation, and I fully accept responsibility for his comments and the things that he puts up there. He's got thumbs up approval. Thank you very much for your help, Andy. Had many experiences, growled in the window at, but gave a blowback, discussed snuff 2 times. Didn't like it, smell. Yeah, don't give him snuff. Ooh, that'd be scary. It was my bedroom window. Wow, 2 feet away from. That's so cool. Congratulations, Savage Wolf. Really cool stuff. I'd love to hear about it. So, hello from Newfoundland. Hello, Littlefoot. Nice to have you on board today. Hey, Todd, keep up the great work. Thank you so much from Swamp Bottom Living. Judy, how are you? Thank you for tuning in today. There's Andy with some important information. Bigfoot screamed at me 3 years back in central Saskatchewan. It was otherworldly. Now, see, so this is Swamp Body Living. You know when a Sasquatch screams at you, you just know it. The lung capacity, the volume, the depth of sound, you know it. What does Swamp Bottom Living say? It was otherworldly. Agreed. Because it's something that nothing else in nature can do. When a Sasquatch screams at me, I go, it's a Sasquatch. A bear can't do that. An elk sounds nothing like that. Moose can't make that sound. Nothing in nature can make that sound. A man can't be out there with a megaphone making that sound. It would be crackly. You get this deep, growly bass that hits you and shakes your chest. It's just, I guess human beings could pull that off, but you have, I don't know, like, but it's preposterous to say stuff like that. I always have to address it because there's dumbass armchair quarterbacks out there, and I apologize because I was ignorant, and sometimes just if you think that there's a guy out there doing this, you know, it's pathetically laughable. These are legitimate encounters that are really happening. You're not going to fool Survivor Man, John Benernagel, and the list goes on and on. I have dozens of expeditioners now that are full-time permanent colleagues that have been out there and experienced this, and they go out and tell people, and the people say, oh, Todd's just fooling you, he's got a guy in the bush, and they go, don't ever say that again, because I'm out there, I'm hiking around out there, I'm bleeding and suffering and working and grinding with Mr. Standing, and there's no goddamn body out there. If there was, they would die. You can't run around the bush and make sounds like that. You're going to get killed by mountain lions or bears. There's a reason I don't go hiking around at night in the bush. That's how I come home perfectly safe every single time, and so do all of my people. So wonderful. So Michael, bro, gotta show off some recent pics. I do, Michael. It's just been so down by my life, and I'm gonna be able to talk about it pretty soon because my life is just going through. My personal life is going through a hugely significant change that's severely damaged me, like immensely destroyed my life in the last 2 years. Nothing to do with COVID. 2.5 years has been utterly destroyed and annihilated, and I'm not going to really talk about that yet, but it's coming soon. Like I literally have gone my Sasquatch research and my work with Sasquatch has diminished by 90% in the last 2.5 years. All my work, everything I've done, every bit of success I've had in the last 2.5 years has been decreased by 90%, and that's all changing now. So it's a family issue, and the worm has turned, and everything is going to be fixed, and I'm going to be literally, I've been in a dungeon with chains on me, and the chains are now getting busted off and chipped away, and I'm going to be free, and I'm going to go back to 100% devoted to this. New pictures, new documentaries. I'm going to go kick some ass. I love the research. I love that I'm a full-time Sasquatch researcher. That is my job. So writer, director, producer, I do Sasquatch, and it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do that. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love the fact that you fans and supporters of mine, it's amazing. So Central Michigan Bigfoot says Jeff Meldrum is pretty awesome too. He is just an amazing hero of mine, always will be. So just can't say enough amazing stuff about that. Just what a gentleman, what a gentleman. Brilliant, amazing. We Anybody who does Bigfoot for the entire research and discovery of Bigfoot forever owes Jeff Meldrum a debt of gratitude. No matter what happens, what he's done is just he broke ground, and he's amazing. And I stutter for how I can explain what an absolute wonderful, amazing man he is. He has nothing but my respect forevermore. So I watched an interview with a park ranger who said communication with several Sasquatch a lot. She also said some of them are 12 to 14 feet, and that's scary, Chris. I have Randy Brisson. I'm gonna drop his name. Randy Brisson was in the Adrian Erickson project that Melba Ketchum took all the credit for, uh, which is makes me very unhappy. She just was paid to test the DNA. Randy Brisson was one of the men, great men, that got the DNA that was tested and shown as Sasquatch. Randy Brisson is one of the most incredible Sasquatch researchers. That man is just a wilderness expert, and I just can't say enough great things about him. He's native blood, amazing, amazing. And he has told me they're 14, 15, 16 feet tall, I think, and I butt heads with him with that. I completely disagree. I say absolutely not. But on the flip side of it, one of the greatest researchers, boots on the ground researchers in the field, is Randy Brisson of all time. He may never be known, he may never be famous. I don't care. He's famous to me. He's an amazing human being, and he says that they're that big. They have been. There are ones that big, and so if it wasn't for him saying that, I wouldn't even consider it. It's very painful for me to consider that is even a possibility. But he says so. So when's my next documentary coming out? COVID has severely damaged me so badly financially that I can't give you a date. So I basically had all these amazing expeditioners coming in, people helping me from the U.S. and the U.K. Now they're not allowed to come into Canada, and I don't know when they are going to be allowed to come into Canada. And I need their help to do the work that I'm doing. To just they have assets and tools I require to finish my next documentary. If the border opens up and the freaking Canadian government would allow people in, um, I'd be about 3 months. It's so complicated. My business, My expedition business is 90% people from outside of Canada. It's mostly American. I would say about 85. Okay, so about 80% of the people that come on expedition with me are from the amazing, incredible United States of America and every walk of life, from Southerners to Northerners to East Coasters, West Coasters, everybody. All America comes out. About 10% of my expeditioners are from Canada, and then the other 10% are from UK, Japan, Australia. So 90% of the people that come on an expedition with me are not coming out, and it's really severely damaged me and my ability to make my documentary. If the border was open, I would tell you you're going to see a new documentary in November. Border's not open. COVID is severely damaging my ability to financially survive, and that's all I have to say about that. So thanks, Laura. I'm happy. This show is like good therapy for me. I love talking to you guys. You guys are amazing. Your questions are always awesome. Blue Vandal, would a bulldog accompany you? Would a dog, sorry, would a dog accompanying you on expedition hurt your chances of seeing one? I have a beautiful, amazing Rottweiler. You can see her on my Instagram page. She is just the most. She teaches me about animal communication. She's probably my best friend. I adore her. She does terrible around Sasquatch. It's terrible. So what happens around Sasquatch with my beautiful, her name is Aria. And what happens with my beautiful black Aria, who is bear trained, mountain lion trained, she is awesome. I could take that dog through downtown New York City, and I don't need a leash for her. She stays right by my side. She's absolutely devoted and amazing, listens to me, and I'd like to clone her and have more. But Sasquatch comes around and she gets very upset. They scare her a lot. And then the Sasquatch, when they scare her, they like antagonizing her, and it just creates damage in my relationship with them because they're antagonizing and scaring my beautiful Aria, and she's not happy out there. And the Sasquatch sort of feed off of that, so it's damaging. So, in my opinion, from what I've seen with my beautiful dog, I have had no success with her, and I have no intention of using her in any way, shape, or form to do Sasquatch research. That's just my experience, though. There are people that have told me they have like Sasquatch dogs, but what does that mean? So you don't want a dog barking at Sasquatch. You don't want them growling at Sasquatch. Uh, and dogs are very empathic, and they'll just flip out because a big dominating assertive species is coming around them. I mean, you have to have some sort of golden retriever that just docile. I can't see the benefit, guys. I can't. So I love to hike with my Ari. I take her everywhere with me, but not for Sasquatch. Not on any expedition. Not ever. And nobody ever brings a dog, so it's not going to happen. So that's just my opinion and perspectives. So please hit the thumbs up icon if you're enjoying the show, and thank you all. Yes, Andy, thank you for that. At Chris Scott, where can I see that interview? I don't know. I'm good, Todd. Thank you. How are you? I'm getting better. My life chains are being broken for me, and I'm getting freed up. Hey, Todd. Later, back in May, me and my family went down to Mount Hood. Cool. And I believe I had two solid footprints towards the end. We got a rock thrown in our direction. That's so cool. Very cool. Like, congratulations. You got to take photographs of those tracks. You got to make sure you have measurements of them. Just put your hand in it, like beside it, to get a relative size. Or if John Bitternagel threw a pencil or a pen in there, you need something for scale. And a rock thrown in your direction is very cool. Nothing in the wilderness throws rocks. Bears don't throw rocks. Mountain lions, bighorn sheep, nothing throws rocks. Squirrels don't throw rocks. If something is projected, squirrels drop things a lot. Animals will drop things from the canopy, right? But nothing projectile throws. A human being does. Is a human throwing a rock at you? Not cool. But even when you're talking the distances I've seen Sasquatch. I don't understand it, and I'm sorry, and I apologize. Clearly more than 200 yards, 250-yard throws that are accurate. It's freaking scary. And I know it doesn't make any sense. Maybe if you did figured out like that kind of arm length and power, it's amazing. But yeah, a rock thrown in your direction is a really, really big deal. In your direction, if it hits you, that's bad. CNN and other corporate media have ex-military with them at times that oversees any hotspot. That's correct, but it doesn't work where I am. So I would invite that. I would allow them to do that kind of stuff. But ex-military will come into my spot, and ex-military are great, and I think that's amazing. You can't have guns in the national parks. It's really up to me. You ask these ex-military and these security guys, they don't know about wilderness guys. They don't know about bears. They don't know about the mountain lions. They don't know about the terrain. Being ex-military, I admire military. Those are the I work with military like peas and carrots, but they don't have the knowledge and experience. Avalanche chutes, safe places to go, dangerous spots for water, mountain lion ambush points, bears. Even there's just so many there's so many layers to this, guys. So many layers. So it has taken me so long. Literally, bears that are in my research area have grown up with their mothers. The mothers taught the bears to fear my smell and fear me. And now bears that I never taught to fear me because their mothers are teaching them to be afraid of me and stay away from me. I have this giant grizzly bear named Simba, named by an expeditioner. He is 700-pound monster, and stays away from me because his mama taught him that when he was a baby. And so I've never had to shoot at him. There's a process that I do to scare bears off and make sure they never come back. And how can you guarantee stuff like that? How can you like these guys and backcountry and the stuff that I need to do? I can't go out with the security team of 6 people. It's not reasonable. I never go out with more than myself and 3 people, never, to get really good success. So, and security teams, my God, it's bad news, guys. You get a guy out there, some crazy security guy who's all militant. The Sasquatch will stay away because of that. So it's really what I needed. I needed Survivor Man. I needed what I did with Jeff Meldrum and John Bitternagel. And there's multiple other people that I've done stuff with. I can't name their names. Famous people, PhDs that I've done incredible things with. And we did what we needed to do. We got it done. And it has to be that way. So, Todd, good question from Cole Nixon. What's the most important thing a Cree elder ever taught? Oh my God. Lists. I don't know. Muskwa, my teacher, this is my whole life. I'm still my teacher passed away approximately in 2009, and he's still teaching me stuff. I'm still learning from what he taught me. So if you can get yourself an elder and learn from them, I can't even start. Like what he's taught me about bears, what he's taught me about survival, what he taught me about Sasquatch. There's just oceans of stuff. I think probably some of the coolest things. I'll tell you this. One of the coolest things I've ever seen is he could see at night, perfect pitch blackness. The man could run around and see things. So, and I think one of the greatest examples he's ever been to me is he didn't care about how old he was. He's young, and man, he was running around in the bush with bare feet at 80. And I don't know if I can do that when I'm 80, but it just to teach me that you're just young at heart and you love what you love and you can do it and you can be healthy and awesome at the years when you're in your 80s. And maybe the most important lesson he taught me too is you don't judge a book by its cover. A lot of people thought, if you'd see my teacher, his teeth were all messed up and, his wrinkly big face, and he, you, you know, you'd look at him and think, oh, look at that, old bum of an Indian. And the man was a genius and incredible and revered and admired by his people. So you really can't judge a book by its cover. Don't ever do that. When I met my teacher, his presence was so powerful. What I felt from him was so powerful. Right as he approached me, I could feel like energy coming off of him. It's hard to explain. I felt that with Survivor Man a little bit. I felt that with Jeff Meldrum a little bit. John Bitternagel, so humble, not so much. But there was like a celebrity. Even I remember the first time I was around Survivor Man, even maybe the second or third time he came off an airplane, I could feel where he was because he's like this little icon of energy. Millions of people are watching him. He has millions of fans all over the world. And that does something. That just makes you powerful. And I don't know what it was about my teacher because he wasn't famous and he didn't have, I don't know. I don't know why it is, but he just had he had the most powerful energy I ever felt in my whole life, more than Survivor Man, more than the great Jeff Meldrum. And even around other celebrities, other famous people I've been around, I don't want to name drop, but really super famous people, I feel like an energy around them. And I've never felt a more powerful energy than Muskwa. So my teacher, amazing. So yeah, he taught me that. So even if that makes sense, he taught me about energy and how important that is. And people think your intent doesn't matter. It's the most important thing. Nothing's more important. No skill set, nothing. I took in an episode next week that you'll see with Shalene, who's on Instagram. This really nice girl who doesn't know squat. She's a city girl. She doesn't know bubkus diddly nothing about the wilderness. She had incredible success with Sasquatch because her intent was beautiful, and she's just a beautiful person inside, very just caring and lovely and gentle and feminine, and she had tremendous success because of that. So, and that's why my teacher had success. And my teacher was probably the richest man I ever knew my whole life. The way he just loved the planet and loved the earth, and he had no money. So, the Survivor Man taught me that too. So, but what is it to be rich? What does it really mean to be rich? And I understand that now. There's things that money can't buy, and experiences that money can't buy. People that come on an expedition with me, just my last one, I'm gonna name drop my brother Matt and his dad Bob and Darren were out with me. Darren was on Wild TV, I think today, and this week it's Darren being featured on Wild TV with me. And these guys, they get incredible success, and it's because of who they are. It's their intent. I'm a guide, and I take them to the place, and the Sasquatch trust me, but they get success because of who they are. They're awesome people, and I can't take some jerk out there that's an ass. You won't get success. It's got nothing to do with me. So the fact that they keep suppressing you and the rest of those, Michael Dawes talks about the fact that they keep suppressing me. I am suppressed. There's stuff that's going on. I've had so many people with like search engine optimization in Google. They're like, what the hell? Like I'll go on the New York Times and that article gets buried, and some douchebag from the Portland Mercury, hater, who's a freaking lying piece of garbage, lies about my movie, and they're top on the search engines for years. My stuff gets suppressed and buried. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact. No doubt about it. I don't like this conspiracy crap, but I'll tell you, I denied it for years and years. I had my friends and colleagues say, man, you're being suppressed. Like people are hiding your stuff. There's something going on the internet. And you're right. You're absolutely right. I've been factually 100% convinced by that, by search engine optimization experts, by internet experts showing me definitively that I am being suppressed. What am I going to do? It's just the way it is, the world. I keep moving forward. You guys aren't going to forget me. And there's so many fans out there that won't be denied me. And yeah. So, and it should be, you're totally right. I agree with you, Michael. The evidence should be a wake up call to the masses. How the heck did anybody, video 3 can't be faked. It's not a man in a suit. It can't be a man in a suit. It's running faster than the fastest man in the world is, and it's 9 feet tall. I have DNA. The evidence is outstanding. And I say, don't take my word for it. You like that Sasquatch? I'll show you one. Let's go. Who does that? Right? Doesn't matter who it is. I'll take you out. Let's go. That's why I do expeditions. So that's what I tell people to be proud of. You're brave, you're coming out. Don't take my word for it. Come out with me and I will show you a Sasquatch. They sign up for an expedition, they come out, they take me up on my challenge, and my success is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I forgot my numbers, I have my stats, but it's like over 60% of people live interact with or eyewitness a Sasquatch on my expeditions. Is ridiculous. Live interactions is substantiated by factual proof of a track or a tree. You hear, hey, what's that? Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God. You go over and you see tracks. You snap, crash, boom. You go over there, there's Sasquatch tracks and a busted tree on the ground. Tracks that can't be hoaxed, and a tree that no man could break and was broken right now. And then it runs off and disappears in the bush. A man couldn't even do that. A man can't get away from me and sneak off. I'm going to find his ass. I'm a professionally trained, highly skilled wilderness expert. Don't take my word for it. Listen to what Survivor Man had to say about me. Listen to what John Bitternagel had to say about me. And you're not fooling me, guys. Sorry. So no man could do what's going on out there. And it's amazing. So encounters can be shared on the member website. And to be a member, it's all free. You just have to go sign up. There's no cost to it. And when you're talking to Phil, and when you're talking to Andy, and you're talking to Amanda, you're getting to me, guys. So they're going to pass this information on. And hey, Terry, good having you join. Welcome. And everybody who's joining today, thank you so much for tuning in. I just love doing this stuff. I'm just going to do a couple more questions. Randy Brisson, is he seeing them that big that he may literally... When Randy told me about it, I just sort of I just don't want to hear about it. I'm like, damn it, Randy, don't do that, because I don't want to butt heads with him. But he's such an awesome dude, and he's such a powerful part of what I do in my research that I have to consider it. Like, as an example, I don't do orbs. I don't know nothing about orbs. I never saw an orb. Survivor Man saw an orb. Survivor Man says orbs are real. They're real. So, excuse me. That's how much I trust him. Survivor Man does not exaggerate. He does not deceive. He is honest and truthful. And if he tells me orbs are real, I'm done. I believe. I know that I don't believe they're real. I know they're real. I might as well have seen it myself if Survivor Man says it. I have all the time I've worked with Survivor Man, all the experience I've had with him. He has never deceived me. He has always told the truth. I just can't even. When he says something, especially when it's wilderness or Sasquatch related, it's truth. It's done to me, and I feel that way a lot about Randy. It's just a hard pill for me to swallow because he's probably right. And yeah, Jesse Edward, three things: read. Much info as you can. Good advice. Thank you, Andy. Just a couple more questions. So chat room will be open. Please go to the chat room. Uh, Chat room is about cooperating. That's why Todd Stanley is here. That's why Todd Stanley gets success because I cooperate. My whole life changed when I started cooperating. Nothing was a more powerful tool. I was doing it all on my own. In 2010, after I filmed Jake, I was so close to death. I was done. I came home and my family was pleading with me to quit. I was killing myself for this discovery, guys. Starving, getting backcountry brutal, getting my ass kicked. I'd come home from an expedition and I would sleep for 3 days, just exhaustion and just being beaten by nature and getting your ass kicked. And I said I can't. I agreed. I agreed with my family. I can't keep doing it this way. So, but I wasn't going to quit. So, what was the solution? Do something different, and the answer was cooperate. And now I cooperate, and that's been the most powerful. Now I stand side by side and on the shoulders of and with great men, and I almost I rarely go out alone anymore. There's always somebody with me, and what a gift it is. Always some incredible colleague, amazing person who's enriching my life. And yeah, if you can get somebody to go out with you and just cooperate, guys, it's so important, you know. And somebody knows something. Wherever you're in an area, there's going to be somebody else out there. Amanda can help you. Andy, Phil, will find something. Come on these things. Say, hey, I'm in Ohio. I'm doing research. There's, just go find a way. Go cooperate. Go talk on forums. Just give her, and you'll get it done. Thanks, Andy. That's from Jesse. Pamela, what do you think, or why do you think there are so many more encounters with people? I don't know, Pamela. Yeah, is it social media? Is there more encounters? I don't know. But honestly, my opinion would be that people are open about it. Sasquatch is real. And in the United States, over 100 million people believe Sasquatch is real or very probably real. So the paradigm's getting broke. And if you look at the evidence, the species exists. It's just simple, right? So thanks for your videos, Todd. You're very welcome, Mario. I hope Mario Fernandez, go share them and use them to create success with this discovery. All my work is about this discovery. So just a couple more questions. What do you know about Sasquatch ability to teletransport? I don't think they can. So I would say they cannot do that. Humanoids other than humans are being suppressed by the public because the governments don't want people to panic. There's smarter, stronger, faster things than humans. Very interesting, Michael. I think the Sasquatch are stronger. In all my experience, stronger, faster, smarter, a more advanced hominid in every way. So the only advantage we have is technologically. When it comes to intelligence, I think they kick our ass, guys. Just I've seen so much. I can't help knowing that I'm dealing with an individual that's just outsmarts me and is so far ahead of me. It's ridiculous. And I am highly trained and highly skilled and highly experienced. And I don't even plan to verse these guys because they're gonna smoke me every time. They out chess me, they outsmart me, and I just don't verse them anymore. So Todd, look up, looking good, big guy. You bulking up? I'm trying to bulk up actually. It's not working very well, but just because I need to get a little more size because I lose weight on my expeditions. Hey Todd, they're all over here, and this is Northern Security and Consulting. They're all over here, but keep to themselves. Sightings are rare, but sightings and sounds. That's cool. Where are you, Northern Security? Okay, just one more question here. Uh, It was a family of them, Todd. This is from Swamp Bottom Living. It was pitch black out, many times rustles of leaves, two separate animals screamed. Oh, nice. The other, it was crazy. I would guess five or six. Really? That's awesome. And Savage Wolf had another expression. I was on a quad with a friend. Bigfoot stomps, run by it. It was like a huge animal by us, but didn't see anything. I even covered my head. Yeah, I don't see them. Gosh, when I'm on vehicles, I never see them. I drive around in Argo. I had a quad a little bit. Yeah, I never have any interactions on a quad or an Argo. I one time it was like Planet of the Apes. They were losing their mind. I was out with an expeditioner in Nordegg, and we were leaving, and they were literally like running on the in the bush on the side of the road, and we were just like astonished at what was happening. It was totally crazy. But I was driving my truck, which was really quiet, and I was driving it slowly. I've never had like an off-road vehicle like an Argo or a quad, or I've never had even I have these nice electric bikes. They're super quiet. Never had a sighting on them, and they don't make any sounds. So just something interesting to note. So thank you so much for tuning into the show today, guys. I got to go eat. I'm starving. I'm trying to bulk up here. So look at all the questions I didn't even get to. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Apex Predator, Aline. I agree. If you're talking about Sasquatch, so yeah, they are the apex species. I would say, not just predator, but the absolute apex species in their environment. What's the known apex species is the wolves, but oh my god, the Sasquatch are so levels above. It's ridiculous. Just absolutely the apex. I love referring to them in that way, and I don't think I've ever done that on this show. And there's no doubt if Sasquatch exist, I, I guess some people have some doubt about that, but they do exist, and they are the absolute apex species. In fact, in their environments, it's ridiculous how apex they are. Like, like wolves will outdo the bears and outdo the mountain lions, but if you have wolves and bears and mountain lions, it's close. If the scale is wolves, bears, mountain lions, so let's go bears, mountain lions, wolves, Sasquatch. That's how apex they are. They're right off the scale. Like it's mind blowing how dominant they are. They know the wolves, they know the coyotes, they know the bears. They'll go whoop their ass. It's nothing for a Sasquatch to go whoop a bear's ass. I've seen it in the biology. I know it's an absolute reality. The biggest, meanest bear predators in the whole world, one on one versus a teenage Sasquatch, got his ass handed to him. So by far the apex species, physically, mentally, spiritually, they're just top. They're absolute top. I have such a reverence for them. They get it, and I just absolutely am astonished by how amazing the species is. It's what gets me out of bed every day. It's why I work hard. It's why I'm so passionate about this, because they are the most man-like primate on the planet, and they are the most incredible apex species. And this discovery will shake the pillars of everything we know forever. The whole world will change once this discovery is made. That's how big a deal it is. I have zero doubt about it. We're going to learn more about the spiritual connection we have to Earth, more about nature, more about ourselves. That's why we study gorillas and chimpanzees, orangutans and bonobos, right? Because they're these incredible primates that are so similar to us. We watch them developing, and we've never seen anything even close to what a Sasquatch is. A highly intelligent, hunting, bipedal, tougher than a gorilla, stronger than a gorilla, chimpanzee, intelligent, hunting, spiritual. I mean, it's that amazing. Get very excited about this discovery, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming, it's happening, it's here. My film is called Discovering Bigfoot, and it's for a darn good reason, because the discovery is happening. If it's not made by me, I'll be so grateful when some awesome, amazing, hopefully somebody watching the show goes and makes it. It's not a competition for me, it's a cooperation. And I want to cooperate to help facilitate this discovery because I'm a fan of it, just like you. I absolutely adore the Sasquatch and admire them, and I love this beautiful planet like they do. I love the wilderness. I love the earth, the oceans, the land, the river, the mountains, and they are going to help us fix and heal the world, because in nature is the survival of this planet. Nature's been around forever, and if we just let nature do what it does, nature will heal itself, and the planet will go on. And it's our technology and our civilization that's messing things up and destroying it, and it's disgusting. and we need to get back to nature. And the Sasquatch are the dominant species in nature, in the wilderness, and that's what they could teach us. So that's why I'm so passionate about this discovery. I hope that you are too. And thank you very much for tuning in. What are the odds I'm on next week? 50-50 that I'm on next week. The week after that, for sure not. So I'm out in the field, boots on the ground, fighting for this discovery. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your support. Patreon is a wonderful way to support me. We have merchandise on the website. Usually we sell out and then we have to reorder. So, but thank you so much for all your support, guys. I just am so grateful. Todd Standing is a full-time Sasquatch researcher. That's my job. I put that on a T4 if I could, but I don't think they'd accept it. And it's all because your love and support and appreciation for this incredible discovery that we as a species, we as a planet need dramatically. We must have it. Hit the thumbs up button. 79 likes is amazing. Y'all take care, and I'll see you real soon. Just Facebook, Instagram, I'll post stuff, and yeah, and I'll be back. YouTube's my platform to speak on. You take care, and I'll talk soon. Bye.